Good morning, guys. I hope we're all sparkly. I woke up with a little bit of anxiety today. Why did I wake up with anxiety? Because I'm balanced on TRT. Well, I'm in a caloric deficit and I was a little bit dehydrated, so I had a little bit of a tachycardia. And then my mind went into overdrive. I started using all of those sympathetic excitatory neurotransmitters, manifesting nonsense. But I didn't want to do that and let my brain go wild. So I got up, I did my ice bath, and I went to the gym. I used all of those excitatory neurotransmitters to good effect for gains. Because as I've said before, we're physical beings in a world full of psychological stress. And we need to be more physical in this perverse world. So when you present with low testosterone, we know it to be an anabolic hormone necessary for growth and repair, and it's all about muscles and sex and all that. But actually, the fundamental presenting symptom is an element of mental discord, whether that be low mood or anxiety. So, is TRT the cure for anxiety? It can be part of the puzzle, and it's a necessary part of the puzzle. As we've said before, it's the foundation and TRT is the catalyst. So, how is it part of the cure? Well, testosterone counterbalances cortisol. So what's cortisol? It's an excitatory hormone. So what's going on? Well, as human beings, we need to survive, don't we? So we are firing hard from a sympathetic drive perspective, which is acute. And then the slightly more chronic part of the excitatory pattern is cortisol. And we've got that seesaw, haven't we? On the other side of the seesaw, you've got your testosterone. And again, your parasympathetic nervous system. So as I've said in a previous video, we've got a triangle. Now your hormones form the base, your autonomic nervous system, which is acute, forms another part, and your brain, your reactive brain, forms the third part. So we need hormones to allow our acute nervous system and reactive brain to work for us, not against us. Because primarily, what are we trying to do? Well, we're trying to survive. Now, are we trying to survive in this modern world? No, because we don't need to survive, because we're so far removed from nature. There are no threats, but we manifest threats because we don't understand physiology. And we need to understand physiology to move forwards, because movement is life. We need to be more physical. Now, again, I could have woken up grumpy because my knee is hurting and I'm waiting for a knee operation. Because doing hill sprints, I always turn to the right at the bottom, putting extra load, and I tore my meniscus. It's been okay for 2 years, but I've had it injected again, and disappointingly, the pain has come back. So I am in constant pain, which is miserable. Now, I could feel sorry for myself, and I do feel sorry for myself. I don't feel sorry for myself because nobody cares, work harder. When I feel sorry for myself, how do I feel? Sorry for myself. And does that help me? No, it doesn't help me at all. So it's about tough love to myself as well, because nobody cares, work harder. And when I get up and I'm physically active, how do I feel? I feel better than moping around going, oh, my knee's sore. Oh, that doesn't help me. So what are we doing? Well, our physicality is providing necessary proteins, myokines, which are feeding the brain to make us happy. Because effort equals reward. Now, again, we've said before, the reward is an illusion. And the feeling of well-being is as a matter of overcoming adversity, understanding that we need to be physical. Now, we've said this before. Anabolic processes predominate at nighttime. You're predominantly anabolic at nighttime, and you're predominantly catabolic in the daytime, which means you need to be physically active. So set your alarm, 5:30. Get up off your ass. Don't listen to your negative emotions and get up. You will feel better if you get up. Do not lie in bed and mope. We need to use our nervous system. So again, in the morning, you're predominantly sympathetic. And the ice bath is such an amazing way to control your autonomic nervous system. So again, sympathetic, fight, flight. You walk towards the ice bath. You don't want to get in the ice bath. You get in the ice bath because you're not a pussy. And you go, how do I control this intense anxiety? Well, you overcome it by breath and mind control. So it forces you to clear your mind. And as I've said before, ice baths, it's essentially meditation on steroids. I ain't got time to meditate. So I control my breath, I control my mind, I overcome adversity. And when I get out, I'm in control of my sympathetic nervous system. My parasympathetic nervous system is kicking in. And as I've said before, if you see a tiger stalking its prey, it's not anxious, it's slowly stalking its prey, and it's using its breath, and it's going to release the appropriate amount of energy to try and catch that prey. It's not going to go, "Ah!" and release all of its energy, because it might fail, and it has to be calculated. So again, we're trying to use our brains effectively. We can't use our brains effectively if we let everything go wild. Now, as human beings, we've tended to comfort eat as opposed to use breath to overcome our anxiety. And we need to breathe, not become chunky monkeys. Because when you become a chunky monkey, how do you feel? Not too good, do you? Because you're a chunky monkey and you're not supposed to be a chunky monkey. And that journey to health optimization is hard. Now, you may have put yourself into low testosterone as a result of being a chunky monkey, because obviously the aromatase enzyme that converts testosterone to estradiol is located in numerous tissues. Now, the two tissues that you can directly impact how much testosterone gets converted to estradiol is liver and body fat. So what am I going to say to you? Yeah, eat what you need, not what you want. Then you'll want what you need, because you'll see the positives. And again, we're not relying on our stupid brains. We're relying on our knowledge. And again, knowledge is power. More information, more power. Ultimately, it's still up to you whether you make the right choices. And again, we all make silly choices, because ultimately we are only human beings and we're outside of our natural habitat. We are hunter-gatherers. We are supposed to be hunting. We are animals. We are supposed to be hunting for our food, achieving the reward to take back to the tribe, to then relax and hopefully have a little bit of nookie and then go to sleep. Repeat. There are no such things as weekdays, weekends, vacations. I'm poorly, I'm not poorly. Again, there's a reason why men are actually knocked off their feet. Man flu is real, because we're not supposed to be going out hunting when we're feeling poorly. We need to be on top form. And who wants to be on top form? You do. So ultimately, taking personal responsibility and accountability means that hopefully you're going to start making the right choices, because that anxiety that you're feeling now is an illusion. But if you let that illusion consume you, you're not going to feel good, are you? Because ultimately you've let that illusion consume you, and it's manifested as negative things. And again, what are we trying to do? We're trying to survive. And if you're not facing danger, facing adversity on a day-to-day basis, and it's coming at you, not you going towards it, and again, adversity, reward, it's going to consume you, and you're going to feel like a passenger. You're not going to be in control of your destiny. And ultimately, we need to be in control of our destiny, because we are in control. Now, with low testosterone, you don't feel in control, and it's because your physiology is fighting against you. So you can go and have your talking therapies, you can go on antidepressants, which are not going to cure you, because obviously men, we're testosterone, aka dopamine driven, which is reward driven. We're not serotonin driven, so we need testosterone for dopamine, earn your reward. Fundamentally, that's literally what this is all about. This is all about giving you the tools, the foundation to allow you to put effort in to earn your reward. How often? Every day. As I said, there are no days off in Mother Nature. You need to get up, stop listening to your inner bitch, and go earn your reward.